No, it's not perfect. And no, it's not claw hammer. Howdy y'all, Pete here. What you just heard was me taking the claw hammer book that I have, the claw hammer ukulele book by Mr. Aaron Keem and his wife Nicole Keem. And I'm probably mispronouncing that. I am so sorry. I've tried everywhere and every way possible to figure out how to say your name, so I hope I'm not offending you. But anyway, whole thing in a nutshell is the other day I said that ukulele players tend to dabble in other instruments. Well, I do. Anything that I can take and try to string up like a ukulele and play it, that's what I do. And I'm trying to tell you right now, that's what the whole purpose of this is to tell you that there's other instruments out there that you can have fun with and play them like a ukulele. That's what it's all about. This particular banjo is a tenor banjo. It's actually made for a completely other use other than strung up like a ukulele. It's a legitimate tenor banjo made for Celtic and type and jazz type playing, and I have probably butchered it by playing it like a ukulele, but to me it sounds fine, and I'm happy with it. So I have a little Slingerland banjo. I have two tenor banjos, and then I have a 5-string banjo that's all in pieces, and the other tenor banjo, like this one's all in pieces. Now, it's almost, the two of these are almost identical. The other one has a resonator that fits on the back that I'm working on, and actually I'm restoring the whole thing. But let me tell you real quick, there's some deals to be had out there if you want to try stuff for fun, and if you want to do it. I personally love just trying to restore these old instruments. If I can take it back from something where they were going to throw it in the garbage and make it so it's playable, that just makes me feel warm and fuzzy all over. That makes my day. I absolutely love it. This instrument was that way. I actually bought it to repair the 5-string that I had that is a terrible instrument. This is actually a very nice instrument. It's just from the 20s or 30s, and they built things a little differently back then, meaning it had one peg tuner left, and these that are in here, these are pegs, but these are geared pegs. I'm not a purist in the sense that I should have went back with a real peg tuner and tried not to destroy the instrument. The way I felt about it was I was bringing it back, and I was going to make it as modern as I could and be able to tune it and tune it correctly. This whole instrument, I'm going to show it to you here real quick. Let's start from this end. Here we go. Now, there's a new bone nut that I put on there. Polished all the frets, cleaned up the fretboard, put a new head on it. Now, when I say I got this, that's a little artwork I did for my missus. That's actually supposed to represent me and my wife. Before we named our dog Daisy, that was my nickname for my wife. It was Duke and Daisy, and but she named our dog Daisy, and that kind of went by the wayside, but I still call her that. Anyway, the thing about the instrument, I bought it as a repair for the other instrument. I paid $35 for it, And when I got it, it was a complete banjo. The only thing that was wrong with it, it was missing the head and a bridge and a nut and the tuners. And it was absolutely horrible. It was solid black. All the chrome that you saw was a black green, and it was gooky. That's the only way I can explain it. And it took me months and months to hand polish everything and clean everything, you know, just messing around with it. And then when I finally got back together, I went through 4 heads on this thing. This is the 4th. So try explaining to your wife at $15 to $20-something a pop, buying a new head that you just broke, that you've only had less than a day. But it's a learning experience, and I learned that if you break a head, you might want to wait a few months before you do it again so your wife doesn't find out. Anyway, just wanted you to see an option here. And I am learning claw hammer. That was not claw hammer. That was me playing in my own style like I normally do. But with the benefit of this book, I'm able to go and pick it out the way a banjo player would pick it out, or at least the way he's showing me how to claw hammer. I am going to learn claw hammer, I promise. I'm actually trying right now. It's just so terrible, I'm not even going to show you how bad I am at it. But wonderful book, claw hammer, ukulele. I'm still enjoying it. Take a look out and see if you can find you a banjo or something out there to play with, because I really am having a lot of fun with it. So anyway, thought y'all might want to see this, and maybe next time I'll do some claw hammer. We'll see. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank y'all very much.